Yo, what's good YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well today. Today we're going to do another episode of how to make coins. We're going to be pumping a lot of these trading episodes throughout FIFA 14. I know you guys love them. So what we're going to be doing is trying to make profit with a bunch of different clubs. In this episode, we will be trading with Barcelona in just a bit. But before we go ahead and do that, I want to show you my transfer list from trading with AC Milan. Check that out. Very, very successful. Made about 10,000 coins total off of the players we went ahead and bid on, so it did turn out quite well. I know someone in the comment section below said, man, Zapata only goes for 750 coins. Well, I managed to sell them for 950 multiple times, and this is the reason. A lot of the times, even if their going rate is about 700, 800 coins, especially with lower price players, you'll notice there that 4 of them still haven't sold. So we're just going to keep relisting them until they sell. But as I was mentioning, if you do this with lower rated players and lower price players, eventually they will sell for that 950 mark or under 1,000 mark, because your card will eventually be the cheapest one on the transfer market regardless. So that's why you just keep relisting over and over and over, and eventually it will sell. Don't get bummed out if you have to relist it like 3 or 4 times. Do not get bummed out. Be persistent, keep listing it. It will sell. You will make your profit. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and hop into trading with Barcelona, starting off with Jordi Alba. And you guys have noticed that I always start off with defenders, and defenders seem to be a lot cheaper this year. Even the good ones, you know, Alba I think was going for around 15 to 20,000 last year. This year, his going rate I believe is around 7,400 coins. After we check this is always what I do, guys. Anytime you want to trade with a player, make sure you check their going rate, and looks like he's going around 8,500 coins. Jordi Alba is. So what we're gonna do is we have to incorporate the EA 5% tax. Someone in the comment section below said, hey, can you go into talking about the EA tax? What is it exactly? So I'll go ahead and cover it for you guys. EA tax is something that's put on a card anytime you sell it. So let's say Jordi Alba's going for 8,600 coins, and that's our target of what we want to sell it for. If we sell it for 860 coins, you have to incorporate 5% off of that. So 430 is 5% of 8,600. So what you're going to do is 8,600 minus 430, you get 8,170 coins. That's the total you're going to get back onto your account. You will not get the whole 8,600 coins. So what you want to do is you want to do that math, and then once you get that number, so 8,170, you want to subtract how much profit you want to make. So let's say I want to make 500 coins. I would subtract 500 off of 8,170, and you get 7,670. So I would not bid more than 7,700 for Jordi Alba, and then I would sell him for 8,600, if that makes sense. If I confused anybody, please let me know, and I'll go over that again. We'll do the same thing with PK, as you guys are going to see. Now, I'm not going to show you every single player I do it with, or else it's going to take a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward through a lot of it. You guys are going to see me do it with 3 players or 2 players. And then at the end, you will see all of the players I bid on and what I got them for and how much we're listing them. And I'll talk a little bit more about the EA tax again. But it's a very, very simple and effective method. You can do this with any club. As you guys can see, Barca has also a lot of cheap players. If you're doing this method, I recommend that you have at least 60,000 coins, depending on the club that you are using. If you don't have a lot of coins, go ahead and check out Milan. I was very successful with them, as you guys saw, and they are very cheap. And Milan's not the only one you can do this with if you don't have a lot of coins. If you have somewhere around 10 to 20,000 coins, just pick a club with cheaper players that go around for 800 to 1,000 coins or so, and you'll just keep building up your coins throughout the year. You know, the whole reason behind this series is I really want people to be successful in making coins. Don't try to become a millionaire overnight. I made this analogy last year. Ultimate Team works a lot like real life. I mean, you're not going to become a millionaire unless you win something like the lottery overnight, right? So take, for example, packs. If you get Ronaldo, that's how you become Ultimate Team millionaire overnight, if you take that analogy. So the same thing works. In real life, you got to keep working your way. You got to keep saving, and your coin total eventually adds up. Once you get more money in real life, you start investing in more things. You start making more money. Same thing with Ultimate Team. You start investing low, make more and more coins, and eventually you keep making more and more coins as your coin total increases. So keep that in mind. If you're starting out with lower coins, it's going to take a while. If you're starting out with a higher amount, the more success you will have, because you can use higher rated players and more expensive players. So obviously with more expensive players, you can increase your profit margin, while with cheaper players, you have to really lower your profit margin to about 200 to 300 coins. Again, lots of information that was thrown at you guys. So if you were confused, go ahead and leave the question in the comment section below and we'll go over it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward and show you guys how many players we actually won throughout the mass bidding process on the Barcelona players. And then we'll tell you guys how much we list them for and go from there. Alright guys, so after a bit of trading with all of the Barcelona players, or quite a few of them, we are now at a point where we can start listing them on the transfer market. Before I do that, I want to show you guys my watch list here, or transfer target list, and you'll notice that I lost a bunch of them. I didn't win every single bid. One thing to keep in mind, guys, is this is completely normal. You will not be winning every single bid. You will be losing quite a few of them. That's completely fine. Don't worry about it. Your goal should be to try to win between 5 to 10 players in total, depending on how many players you bid on and how many coins you have. Another thing to keep in mind, guys, is you'll notice that one player that I won the most of is Sergio Busquets, and the reason why is he is one of the cheaper ones from the Barcelona squad. So once you're able to win a lot of the cheaper ones, it adds up, but your profit margin isn't as high. The players like Jordi Alba, Pedro, and Piqué, those are going to be the players that are going to get us the most profit. And you'll notice one thing right there with Jordi Alba. I listed him a little bit above his going rate. I always do this for the first time. So instead of listing him for around 8,400 coins, I'm trying to aim for that 8,800 mark to see if he sells. He may indeed sell. You never know. You try to want to milk as much profit as you can from each player. So keep that in mind. The first time you list them up for 12 hours, list them up for a little bit over their going rate, maybe a couple of 100 coins, just to milk out as much profit. It really helps out, and sometimes it does work. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Now, another thing with Busquets, I've won so many of his cards that you'll notice I can put them up for 1,900 coins, and they most likely will sell because I'm controlling the market on them quite easily, since even though there's a lot of them will be now at 1,900 coins. Also, for those who have a lot of coins, and what I mean by a lot of coins is around 400,000 or 500,000 coins, you can do this with players like Xavi, Iniesta, etc. Players that are a little bit more expensive, you can do this with. Just keep in mind your profit margin increases, so it's actually beneficial for those who have more coins. The reason why I use cheaper players is because the majority of viewers don't have 400,000 or 500,000 coins. Eventually, I will get there over time. I will be playing games on this account. Initially, I didn't want to, but again, there's a lot of players I want to try that are a bit more expensive. I also have a lot of players that I have not sold, and if I do sell them, I would have more than 500 coins easily. I've got Inform Isco, I've got Iniesta, Thiago Silva, Sergio Ramos. I've got a whole bunch of players on this account that I can sell and be at over 400,000 or 500,000 coins. So we'll see what happens throughout this series. There's a lot of things I want to do with it. And you'll notice that our Milan players, 4 of them are still left, which we relisted, and we will keep relisting until they sell. I will not decrease their value. I'm going to keep listing them. And we also have even more Sergio Busquets. Just we won a bunch of him, as you guys can see. But that's going to be it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a like and share it with your friends. It actually really helps me out. So we're going to see in our next episode how much profit we've made with Barcelona. Leave in the comment section below which club you would like to see next. And the reason why I wait until the next episode to see if we made profit, just to leave a little bit of suspense, to get people to want to watch the next episode. You know, if I leave all of it on this one, maybe people won't watch the next one. So that's why I kind of like doing it. Let me know if you like that I do it that way. But in any case, if you want to see daily FIFA content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I mean, what else you gonna do? Catch you guys all tomorrow. Later.